mi aba na no na Ghana man penisi de wona wan kan jisha yenja afa wo enti wo de abeto na wo kire mu se Ghana fo aye yie free SHS me na me die ni ma de bae na wa ohwe be ha wo na enwo hyehyɛ wuntumi no private school wo ho kona ko treska wo ho na tobe na nese ye kina se no eso entimi encha
development on the African continent. And if we are to continue to maintain this status, we should remain steadfast in our obligations to the rule of law, to the protection of human rights, and to the principles of democratic accountability. In conclusion, I'd like to express my profound gratitude to the Ghana Bar Association for its strong continuing support of the rule of law and the tenets of democracy. Its role in helping to shape the future of our nation is indispensable. As I prepare to hand over the baton of national leadership, I do so with confidence that the future of Ghana is bright and that our democracy will continue to thrive. And in so saying, let me express before I sit down my difference with the president of the bar on one critical issue. People who can afford to pay fees for the education of their wards should send them to fee-paying private schools. Public schools, that is schools funded by the taxpayer, should be free to all who would otherwise be unable to pay for their education. That is why the numbers of pupils who have access to secondary education has doubled since the introduction of the free senior high school policy. And that over 5.7 million persons have benefited from the policy since its inception. The full impact of this dramatic development will be felt in due course and will far outweigh the small number of privileged parents who can afford to pay for the education of their wards. Learned friends, members of the bar, let us continue to work together to build a Ghana that is free, just, peaceful, and prosperous. Development.
Yet, why and Semno so at Yamamodia, National Democratic Congress, NDC, among your kuno, AHS, a coup bako, and I say, among your coup bako, Morgan, Hanum say. Na ye Nancy say about war Afri and I woman, and tea and Wakakunias electoral commission, this is a paper guaquem. Send a bay a bit me abwa, not gun and be it me at Wabano, one Harriso. Nan and Nam so a mattress, NDC, among your conductor, say. Voters registration no asa won hye no enhye dan koye won hye dan tena ma bi ase kululu bi eya kwaso baabi enu nto wo de abeto dwa se wo ebobos ne de toso edu enson won beto mo gu montene so aye wo ye kire kase e de atia chese electoral commission no esanse NDC fo se wo msisi voters registration no eya de bi se ensem kanya bi wo ho womo enti no mebiase na enkosi se electoral commission penfo ba bonta be kirekire mu ensam no a NDC fo ntiase no 17th September eyade so mbetimi atuatua pa e de kire electoral commission no.
We are also very confident that all the indications across the country point to an incoming change. A change that will help Ghanaians to decide their destiny and to reset our country's democracy.
Amen. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we however have very serious concerns. I'm sure you've monitored the discussions between us and the Commission in the past 1 month relating to the various concerns that we have raised. So far, our concerns have not been addressed satisfactorily. And for the purpose of those who have not heard our concerns, we have serious concerns about the credibility of the register, because the voters register is the basis for all the elections. So if you get the register wrong, then everything begins to crumble. It means you are building on a weak foundation. We have said that the register that allows people to be transferred to other polling stations, other regions without their consent is a very, very serious omission in our electoral processes. Whenever you talk about credibility of the register, the response has always been that it is because the register has challenges, that is why we embark on exhibition. But this particular challenge actually rocks the foundation of the register itself, and it undermines the right of the people to choose their leadership and to vote at polling stations they have chosen for themselves. So if it is possible for a voter to be transferred from his polling station to a place outside his region completely, and in this case, the commission has accepted that indeed that has happened. So we ask ourselves, then the protocols for the transfer and the safeguards against transferring people against their wish have been breached. How is it possible that these protocols the commission has been calling robust, on their own admission, have been breached so easily? And so it undermines the confidence that we have in the voters register. As I stand here, I don't know that the day I'll go to cast my vote in Bono, I'll be told that my vote is in Boliga. And I think that this is the reason why we are calling for a complete audit of the IT systems of the Electoral Commission to try and answer the question as to why. Is it possible for any district officer anywhere who decides to transfer names of people to places not of their choosing? Is it possible? And they have said that it is possible. If it is possible, then we are not safe. And so we want an independent audit of the system. And if there is a way of breaching whatever protocols they have in place for transferring of names across country, then we will find ways of checking that one, because it goes to the foundation of the confidence we have in the voters register. We have appealed to our development partners, because we know a HIPIC country, the easiest response from government will be that there is no money to undertake that audit.
Yetwa ensem no eso edia na empanifo bi abanan efri Gan State akwakobo ensra ewo chese ni okanta ankra ya otosumienu na kache ewo enkran hanom sei papa won wo ye pani pa busuapani eda chese eye okanta ankra busua no anom na abro mokobo na ekopie mu na kache no ene wode afutuo ekode ama ahemfu na se ebra so mutimi hwe na amamre ne amane yetimi ebo ho ban yetimi bo hu dewu afenso so yetimi ehweboa sene ebeye nhihye papa ye egu na nanom timi disuo no ye betimi ede aye adwuma wotwa ne nsam so ena wotire mu se ye hwe se enka bom ebetimi aye adwuma na etimi aboa ematesempунtu nso etimi akoso ewo oman ena afei empotemu empuntu eso watsande tudwa ena wotire mu se na ni asopa se apamfo etimi ababesra no na emum wo srese ekoro ye anya adwuma enuoma emfa chese asundwemba no ye momodin na ye ntimi entwe ye ho emfemfere no betimi aboa ye pa ema chirese mpuntu mapa ye pre no etimi aba ema ye nsanso etimi aka. Yetwa ensem no so edia na we pie mo Ghana hanum se ya eyade se gadam se etete wo man pa ya enye asem ketewa kra nanu nanam so ema bebre no a ekasa etiase ase Ghana man pani atwi nani wonhwe ema nani enko galamse no se na yensuo esei ene wudua bayre kra embona anwe ne esanse enuane no wa asase mu ni na no eyade se yetimi asese ni na nanu enenam so ema kyerese eye kane general secretary edima eye MPP amanyoku no eye nana into ohene wode nsem bia todwa na wo kyere mu se siamfa ye na ye nsifo mpa magalamse ye ntuwase ne yesa koto aba edima MPP amanyoku no mo san tena so ebreki 8 ya gadamse no eyade se ebema ye ho akyere ye pa ese wo man ewo ekurum ehasi.
Let me come to Galamsey again. I have been once to the desert in Mauritania and Libya. And as far as the eye can see, you don't see one green at all. You don't see any green. Apart from the oasis where Gaddafi took us, and the oasis where the president of Mauritania at the time took us. Once you step out of the oasis and we drove into the desert proper. Now, after you see that, when we flew back to Ghana, and I got down and I see green on the road, even if it's just ordinary bush, it feels like money. It is a feeling that I got. I said, wow. Now, God endows us with all of these resources. And today, Ghana is still considered developing, even poor. A leader, a person, not a political party, a person, a leader who would be prepared genuinely to put his presidency on the line.
And the MPP and the NDC haven't shown that?
For me, they haven't, really. You see, because now they haven't.
It's not MPP
now,
and NDC.
It's NPP. It's MPP, NDC. Because you see, now when you take corruption, they are telling you this one is just a little more corrupt than we used to be. When you take Galamsey, oh, they pushed it beyond the limit that Kofi Adams was just saying, oh, when we were there was Galamsey, all right, there was pollution, all right, but now they've taken it to a higher level. That is why I am telling you that we need a different kind of leader now, because when you take Galamsey, we are in crisis. When you take economy, we are in crisis. When you take law, enforcement, governance, we are in crisis. Indiscipline, we are in crisis. Our own mindset as a people, we're in crisis. Now, you cannot talk about mindset change when the leader is not exemplifying a certain kind of change and mentality which is positive. Now, Ghanaians have gotten to the point where the politicians will talk. We'll look at them. If they talk and they'll go and do different things, we also do different things. When they come and arrest us, we'll fight the police. And we'll fight the military and we'll kill some of them.
Well, but you see, Nana.
No, I'm telling you the attitude.
Abusia yetwa ensem no eso edi amawdia ye kwa kopie mu ewo kyerese krowo abato mpeso so ya ni na no ewo Greater Accra region na emashebedwani di madishe wonom ewo krowo eye Dr. Agnes na Momolati wodi nsem bia todwo abra wodi dwumedie bi ehye so ya na etipo da so no se ehu akohia se tobre bia wutimi dan yankopon ase na odi domani ma ye bompa ye ewo kyerese nungwa Central Mosque no wo wie no wode to emba ya omoba eye edwabonase bi se mate se kanema panida da John Dramani Mahama se wo ba wo behwe etimi aboa no wasisi esikakora bia hodo e de ama emba se ne be ya woton wo kakra wodi bia kwasie bebe na etan bi putupuru bi ba wonya bebe a wakofa sika no e de free na eno e na wo bisa emba ne se wono ma ye krado wono a odo to as na wo chirim se 2024 bato na ye kwakoto no ye hwe na asemdwe entimi emro ye pa ensmp e na onumianfo e kan ye e wodwumedi no ase.
Your concerns are my concerns. It is my desire and prayer that as we go before God, you remember me as well. And remember His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I have done little with your support. I believe strongly that with his leadership, he's done it before. He's promised us, he delivered, and he's promised again. Yeah, Jamin. Yeah, Jimmy. You feel ready for the women's band?
I feel ready.
You feel ready for the women's band?
I feel ready.
It is important that we prepare ourselves, that every opportunity that lies ahead of us, we are positioned to take advantage of it for our better tomorrow. The tomorrow starts from today. I'm with you. Things might be tough, but it is not hopeless. You are not alone. We are with you to ensure that we create the enabling environment for you to succeed, for you to excel. So don't throw your hands up in despair, for the Lord is with you. The Lord is with you every step of the way. God has not given up on you, so don't give up on God. Don't give up on God, because He has not given up on you. When you think all hope is lost, that is when He shows you love the most. So let's stand together. There is hope coming. I stand on the ticket of NDC, but I am a member of your concerns are my concerns.
Abusia yetwa ensem no so ede amamodia na mekai we se awia premtubra kase na wanigu so ya wo hwe e wo Massghtv so no yetwa ensem no so ede amamo na yekọ akopie mu e wo twese yekọ akopie mu e wo twese maritime sector na ehonomo na aba betodwa se empanifo se wo mo hwe aboban agiban se ne be ya Ghana Maritime Authority for no wo metumi NHS Department of Transport and United Kingdom no edikasubom na wo metumi aye enhyehyeye pa ede aboa emachese eye maritime sector honso no eho etimi aba emfaso wo mu kirem se wo mu de enkyerɛkyerɛ ebekɔ ede ama adehia wonom ye adwuma wo honom se ne be ya ebetimi aboa ye pa enu nti se koba se obi ehum eni bibi hu nimdia oba beje entete ewo wonom honom ena mu kirem se wo mu ede security personnel anase bambo adwuma ekono omo be set standard pa ye bambo fo a wo mu drum nan so a wo metimi aboban agiban se ne be ya obi entimi enfa enkuntuna se enfa no me bia ensen fota entwa bosompo enkokrofufro so na nipa kono so fa bi krofufro so emba emberom wo Ghana hanum se eyasa no a ya na eha adwene ye pa enu nti wo so mo srese sankyerkyerwe no obi biala emmomode entimi enfa ne ho enjim se ne be ya ebetimi aboa ye pa na se ne yenso ye pe no etimi akonkan ede amayen abusua aha ne ebegina ne ye di awia premtubra kase boni na esie ewo Massghtv so kaise udi yechi anase ye stream live ewo Facebook sada enso ena chese city base for so ebo ye chidom ene ye de ensemi eba ebesomo enti wo pasa se papa atodia eno ane so de woni betirem ewo city base properties Ghana limited omni Massghtv ena ewo dan krom we no jese yenka ne bebre sa nse eye premtubrenti no kakra we ene ye de besomo se kasebo ewo Massghtv so medin eye ka atwi na ya asantoa meda wase bebre sa wo jebre ehwe me.
Mehima na nyumbre ma me kale wole tuwa fa me hwene pa de na nya bia woni kwansi bia
kentin kan ne kele wele wonim se 11 cd ene 22 cd a yedru ma me kele wele joint ya woje no wonim se betime de ato asase e wo city based properties for you madam Davi se no a 11 cd 22 cd no